Cyber Country Outdoors, right now, on demand globally 24/7, 365. Cyber Country Outdoors, right here, right now.
Here we go.
You're on! Oh yeah, nice fish.
Come on, baby. Come in the boat. He's in the boat.
Hey, juicy! I'm starting to have fun.
Welcome to Southwest Florida Outdoors, your #1 hometown adventure. Southwest Florida Outdoors is a true mix of persona, skill, and hometown how-to that covers the universe of inshore and offshore angling. So join us now as our special guests and extraordinary pro guide staff deliver your information edge.
Welcome to Southwest Florida Outdoors. I'm Captain Rick Featherstone. Today I'm very fortunate enough to be fishing with Captain Kevin Holley, his son Tucker, and my grandson Dylan.
Hey, what's the game plan?
Well, Kevin, thought we'd load up on some live baits, take some artificial baits, run out and do a little live bottom fishing for the kids, get some action and grouper, snapper, so forth. Maybe move out on a wreck, see what's going on out there, get maybe a barracuda, maybe a Goliath.
I'm in for that. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Why don't we load up and go?
Let's do it.
Okay, well, here we are. We made a 20-mile run offshore. We're on a piece of Swiss cheese bottom, live bottom. We're preparing to start doing a standard bottom fishing for red grouper, gag grouper, lane snapper, maybe a variety, triggerfish, that kind of thing. He's not coming up here without turning on the handle. Hold it out to the side. Take a step back. There you go, real fast.
Do you see it?
Come on, reel.
Oh.
Reel it up. I'll fix that in a minute. Stop right there. Swing the tip around.
It's a tricky.
Oh, red grouper.
They're hard. For a
Hold
little
on to the
guy
pole.
like that.
Yeah, well, they pull hard.
Yeah.
Yep. You gotta have to remember one thing. They think they're gonna die, so they're gonna pull real hard. Oh, can we use pliers? Okay. Red grouper.
Can I be?
Here, I wanted to show you something. One more thing. Give me your finger. Put your. Once you feel him, he'll go thump, thump, thump. You feel that?
Yeah.
Yep. That's his danger warning. They do that even when you swim with him. We're gonna let them go, okay? Then you go back, try to get another one.
Okay. Man, he was hard.
Yeah.
There you go.
Little
Here's a little toe of a pull.
There you go. Let it fall all the way down.
Use the rod.
Should back up a little.
There you go.
Okay. Reel up a little. Lower your tip.
Let's see.
You gotta be down here. There you go.
Tip back that way.
Make sure it's down. You are.
Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Oh!
Nice little red, huh? A lot of fun, isn't it? All right, get it back in it. Let's go. Got that down, huh?
Pop Rick, check.
As long as we get it to the
Check.
bottom.
He's here.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Oh, he's here. Here.
Oh.
Same thing I got.
Well, what kind of fish is that?
The red grouper.
Very good. Keep your hand up above the jig.
So when you're out here offshore fishing like this, Rick, I said, what bait do you normally use?
Well, we're all about the live bait, Kevin. We live bait fishermen, live chumming, and this and that, but we kind of took a little different turn with that today. Did a little experiment that worked out very well. We used these
Very good.
Berkeley baits and so forth, and just as good as the live bait there, as far as I can tell, especially on the live bottom for the grouper.
That's what I was looking at. I mean, it was actually working a little better than the live bait because they wasn't taking the bait off on the first hit. You had a chance for a couple of strikes, and we brought up pieces and parts of our baits, but the live bait usually gets hit and it was gone. With the artificial, it kind of stuck around a little bit longer than what that live bait was doing.
I think one of the most impressive things to me about the artificial, the grubs and so forth, you brought up the one grouper. He had the other grub in his mouth. So he thought that was real food, and he kept it in there.
Yeah.
So that's pretty impressive when it comes to artificial baits, and they won't let it go.
I was not a firm believer before today, and I am now.
I'll always have it aboard.
Yes.
Cyber Country Outdoors is filmed before a live audience.
Oh, eat a big maze.
I buy 4 dozen shrimp every day just for emergencies. I rarely use them. I won't be doing that anymore. I won't be doing that anymore. That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yep. I want to show you what it keeps. Oh, you're right.
Use that rod, but yeah.
Yep. They're not all world records. Some are just fish. We've been fishing about 15 minutes. Taking 7 or 8 red grouper, lane snapper, lizard fish, all on our brand new favorite Berkeley Power Grub. Pretty much as soon as the bait hits the bottom, we're able to get a bite. Did a little bit of chumming, and in my world, perfect for kids because there's no boring time. Just drop it in and go fishing.
And now, from the platform, brought to you by Captain Harry's Fishing Supply, where professional fishermen buy their tackle.
Here, one thing I want to mention is about taking children and kids offshore is safety, and the safety with the weather especially. During the summertime, we have the pattern of afternoon thunderstorms. And you always want to plan to be in an hour before you think that anything may happen. If you're going to make an err on the side of safety. You have a radar on the boat, that's great. You can always use that, but you always check your radar before you leave home. If you have your cell phone and you're near shore fishing, you can use that to pull up radar on that. You can use the VHF to help you friends, call them. You can call the Coast Guard. But if you just listen to Channel 16, they will put up regional broadcasts, tell you to switch to Channel 22, and you can listen to any serious weather updates. And just generally use your eyes and scan the horizon and leave when sooner than you think, because we all get drawn into the bite of the fish, but it's not worth it to even scare those guys a little bit, so you want to come home a little bit earlier than you planned.
From the Platform has been brought to you by Captain Harry's Fishing Supply. Call today and order your free catalog.
So Rick, I noticed that we're using pretty much the same thing I use in the backwater fishing, and you've got them out here offshore.
Well, you know, we advertise light tackle sport fishing, and of course we're using the braided line. Got good capacity, which is the key out here, but what it does is it allows you to have sport with anything we're catching. You see the fish that run a lot, still great fun for these guys, and all of us really pulling those type of grouper and size bottom fish off there. It's fine. You get the one keeper on there, boy, and he really doubles it over. It's just all about the fun, and that's what I try to maximize, is the fun. I try to size everything to the size of the fish we're likely to catch, and hopefully catch the big fish that bites.
I tell you, it was a lot of fun. I mean, anytime you can come out here and use light tackle like that, you're going to lose a few fish. But today, I don't even think we lost that many. And we had the big rods, the 60s, and we never, I mean, we took them out a few times, but that was mainly just to throw, you know, flat lines out the back.
Right.
All of our bottom stuff was on these today, and it was a lot more fun trying to catch them on these, watching the kids pull on these.
keeps it fun and something that they can physically handle and enjoy. You know, it's nothing like being overpowered by a big 9/0 rod and whatever.
Drag too tight.
Exactly.
Let's check
Pop Rick. Wow. Here's a little guy.
That's a lipstick fish.
A lipstick fish.
Yeah.
And he pulled pretty hard.
They did. Bright, pretty red.
Yep.
Everybody else calls them grunts, but that's what we call them. We'll try another one.
You almost gave up on that color, didn't you?
Yep, he almost did.
You was ready to give up on it. Okay, now this one's about
Nope, no tail at all.
Keep running on that.
Cyber Country Outdoors is filmed before a live audience.